Shadowing method, the best way to improve your English speaking. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we help you improve your English in fun and effective ways. Have you ever struggled with speaking English fluently? Maybe you feel nervous when talking, or you find it difficult to pronounce words correctly. Do not worry, you are not alone. Many English learners face these challenges, and today, we have a powerful technique that can help you overcome them. It is called the shadowing method. The shadowing method is one of the best ways to train your brain to speak English naturally. It is simple, effective, and can be practiced anytime, anywhere. In today's video, we will explain what the shadowing method is, why it works, and how you can use it to improve your English speaking skills. So, let's get started. What is the shadowing method? The shadowing method is a language learning technique where you listen to native English speakers and try to repeat what they say as quickly as possible, almost like a shadow following someone. The goal is to mimic their pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation without stopping to think about grammar or meaning. This method was developed by Professor Alexander Argels, a famous polyglot who speaks multiple languages. He discovered that shadowing helps learners develop a natural speaking flow by training their mouth and brain to work together efficiently. Why is shadowing so effective? Many English learners struggle with speaking because they focus too much on grammar and vocabulary instead of pronunciation and fluency. The shadowing method helps you improve in the following ways. 1. Improves pronunciation and accent. When you listen and repeat after a native speaker, you naturally copy their pronunciation and intonation. This helps reduce your native accent and makes your English sound more natural. 2. Builds speaking confidence. The more you practice speaking out loud, the more confident you become. Over time, speaking English will feel more natural and automatic. 3. Enhances listening skills. Shadowing trains your ears to understand different accents and speech patterns. You will start recognizing common phrases and expressions without needing to translate. 4. Develops fluency. By repeating words and sentences quickly, you train your brain to think in English without hesitation. This reduces the time you need to form sentences when speaking. 5. Makes learning fun and engaging. Shadowing is an active learning method, so it keeps you engaged and motivated. It is a great way to practice without feeling bored. How to use the shadowing method. Now that you understand why shadowing is so effective, let's talk about how to practice it. Here are 5 simple steps to use the shadowing method correctly. Step 1. Choose the right audio material. Select an audio or video with clear and natural English pronunciation. You can use podcasts, audiobooks, movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, or TED Talks. Make sure the content matches your level, neither too easy nor too difficult. Step 2. Listen to the audio first. Play the audio and listen carefully without repeating. Focus on the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. Try to understand the overall meaning before you start shadowing. Step 3. Start shadowing. Speak along with the speaker. Play the audio again and repeat exactly what the speaker says. Do not pause or stop, even if you make mistakes. Your goal is to match their speed, intonation, and pronunciation as closely as possible. Step 4. Check your mistakes. Listen to the audio again while reading the transcript, if available. Identify words or sounds you mispronounced and practice them separately. Repeat the shadowing exercise until you can follow smoothly. Step 5. Increase difficulty over time. Start with slow and clear speech, then gradually move to faster and more complex content. Challenge yourself by shadowing real conversations, interviews, or news reports. Keep practicing daily for the best results. Extra tips for better shadowing practice. 1. Use headphones. This helps you focus on the speaker's voice and blocks out distractions. 2. Choose a quiet place. Find a comfortable environment where you can practice without interruptions. 3. Record yourself. Compare your pronunciation with the original speaker's audio. 4. Practice every day. Consistency is key. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. 5. Mix different accents. Try listening to American, British, Australian, or other English accents to become more flexible in understanding spoken English. Advanced shadowing techniques. Now that you know the basics, let's take your shadowing skills to the next level. These advanced techniques are for learners who are ready to challenge themselves. If you're still a beginner, don't worry, you can come back to these tips later. 1. Shadowing without subtitles. When you're just starting, it's okay to use subtitles to understand the words. But as you get better, try shadowing without looking at the subtitles. This will train your ears to focus on the sounds and help you think in English instead of translating from your native language. For example, play a short clip without subtitles and repeat what you hear. Even if you don't catch every word, keep going. The goal is to mimic the rhythm and pronunciation, not to understand every single word right away. 2. Focus on linking words and reductions. Native English speakers often link their words together. For example, what are you doing? Sounds like whatcha doin'. I'm going to go sounds like I'm gonna go. Shadowing is a great way to practice these natural speech patterns. Listen carefully to how the speaker connects their words and try to copy them. 3. Speed shadowing. Once you feel confident shadowing at a normal pace, challenge yourself by speeding up. Choose a clip where the speaker talks quickly, like a TED Talk or a news report, and try to keep up with their speed. It's okay if you make mistakes. This exercise is about improving your listening and reaction time. 4. Shadowing with multiple speakers. Most conversations have more than one person talking. Practice shadowing dialogues from movies or TV shows. This will help you get used to different accents, tones, and speaking styles. For example, pick a scene where two characters are talking. Shadow both characters, switching between their lines. It's like you're acting out the conversation. Common challenges and how to overcome them. Like any learning technique, shadowing comes with its challenges. Here are some common problems learners face and how to solve them. Problem 1. I can't keep up with the speaker. This is a common issue for beginners. If the speaker talks too fast, don't panic. Pause the audio after each sentence and practice shadowing at your own pace. Over time, you'll get faster. Problem 2. I don't understand some words. If you hear a word you don't know, write it down and look it up later. Shadowing is about improving your speaking skills, not your vocabulary. Focus on copying the sounds first, and learn the meaning of the words later. Problem 3. I feel embarrassed speaking out loud. Many learners feel shy or embarrassed when practicing their speaking skills. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. If you're worried about other people hearing you, find a quiet place to practice, like your bedroom or car. Problem 4. I don't sound like the speaker. It's normal to feel like your voice doesn't match the speaker's. Don't be too hard on yourself. The goal of shadowing is to improve, not to be perfect. Keep practicing, and your pronunciation and intonation will get better over time. Shadowing for everyday English. The great thing about shadowing is that you can use it for any situation. Here are some ideas for how to practice shadowing in your daily life. 1. Ordering food at a restaurant. Listen to someone ordering food in English and shadow their words. For example, I'd like a cheeseburger with fries, please. 2. Making small talk. Shadow conversations about the weather, hobbies, or other casual topics. For example, it's such a nice day today, isn't it? 3. Giving directions. Practice shadowing sentences like, turn left at the traffic light, and you'll see the park on your right. 4. Watching your favorite shows. Pick a scene from your favorite TV show and shadow the characters. This is not only fun, but also a great way to practice natural English. Shadowing success stories. Did you know that many famous polyglots, people who speak multiple languages, use the shadowing method? Let me share a quick story about Luca, an Italian man who speaks more than 10 languages. When Luca was learning English, he struggled to pronounce words correctly. He decided to try shadowing. Every day, he listened to short audio clips and repeated them until he could match the speaker's pronunciation. After a few months, his speaking skills improved dramatically. Another example is Kana, a Japanese woman who wanted to sound more fluent in English. She shadowed English songs and movies every day. Over time, her confidence grew, and she could speak English without thinking too much. These stories show that shadowing works for anyone who is willing to put in the effort. Practice challenge. Let's shadow together. Now it's your turn to try shadowing. I've prepared a short practice clip for you. Imagine the speaker says, "Hi, how are you today? I hope you're doing well." Pause the video or audio and repeat the sentence. "Hi, how are you today? I hope you're doing well." Next, the speaker says, "Learning English takes time, but you're doing great. Keep practicing." Now, shadow that sentence. "Learning English takes time, but you're doing great. Keep practicing." How did it feel? Don't worry if it was difficult at first. Shadowing takes practice, but you'll improve with time. And that wraps up our lesson on the shadowing method. We've covered what shadowing is, how to practice it, and some tips to make it more effective. Remember, shadowing is like having a conversation with a native speaker. It's one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence in English. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried the shadowing method? What do you think about it? Or do you have any other tips for learning English? Let's chat in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more English learning tips. Until next time, keep practicing and have fun with English.
Thank you for watching. Remember to keep learning and practicing every day. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on more helpful videos that make learning English easier and more enjoyable every day. See you in the next lesson.